Welcome, moviegoers. How are we doing? Good, good. Do you have your ticket? All right, real swell. Good choice. You're going to be in Auditorium 32, straight ahead and to the right. Enjoy. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider Man, Episode 4. I spent most of this episode either rolling my eyes or trying to figure out why my time was being wasted. In Episode 3, Norman Osborn is trying to help Peter Parker become a better Spider-Man. Being the guy in the chair, offering him improvements on his suit. Well, they delve further into that in this episode. Literally, Norman Osborn has designed 3 or 4 suits for Peter Parker, and most of the runtime of this episode is trial and error, us experiencing Spider-Man in these different costumes and failing. Like, the designs don't even look like Spider-Man. It isn't until the final iteration that we even get the Spider-Man emblem and or colors of the suit. And even the last iteration is a white suit with red and blue accents. It actually looks terrible, if I'm being completely honest. But there's like 10 to 12 minutes of the entire runtime of us trial and error trying to figure out whether or not he's going to use this non-branded costume or suit. We also are given glimpses of the Sokovia Accords. They describe in their news stories about the Civil War that happened because of the Sokovia Accords. And this time, Tony Stark didn't ask Peter to join them. But Norman Osborn has it in his head that there needs to be heroes who are better than the Avengers, and that heroes who protect without having to come to the realization that Sokovia Accords exist, because they instinctively take accountability for their actions. They instinctively make sure that no gratuitous damage is done, there's no collateral damage. And it feels like he's Nick Fury now, too, on top of being Tony Stark. He wants to create a new breed of hero. And of course, Peter Parker's like, whoa, that's a lot of pressure. I don't know if I'm the right person to do this. Now, in episode 3, there was mention of the quote from Uncle Ben: with great power comes great responsibility. But similar to The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, they kind of butchered it. Like, they didn't say the words, but Peter just talked around it like Uncle Ben did in The Amazing Spider-Man, and it was cringy. And I got a little more cringe in episode 4 because they won't just say the quote, they won't say the line. He just talks around it. I'm not really sure what we're doing. We get introduced to Matt Gargan, who is Scorpion, and the final frame of this episode is Otto Octavius. He's just a criminal who has commissioned this gang called the Scorpions to steal some stuff for him. And they're Russians, and one of the crew of these Russians seems like he should be Alexei the Rhino, but he isn't. He looks like a person, a character drawn to don the Rhino suit. but it's not him. Anyway, he goes to jail with the 3 other henchmen of this Russian crew. One of them is able to escape, gets back to this garage, and the door opens up and it's Otto Octavius. And then it goes off. Or the episode ends. Before that, Spider-Man is coming back to Norman's office to let Norman know that, hey, this suit is a winner. Well, he swoops in and he's taking off his mask, and Norman's like, hey, don't say anything. Don't stop talking. Well, Harry is sitting next to him in his office. So Peter comes through. Norman is having a meeting with his son Harry, and at no point communicates in any way that Harry is there. He just lets him come in and take his mask off. Now Harry knows too. What are we doing? Through 4 episodes, Petey's spider sense is nowhere to be found. He's getting snuck up on, hit with things, get run over. There's no spider sense. What are we doing here? It's I don't understand the direction that they're going. They are introducing all these characters. I mean, we've basically got the Sinister Six now. There's no Vulture, but most of the Sinister Six is already here. Or 4 episodes in, and none of them are even on the track to becoming who they are. But their alter egos, or their actual identities, we're being introduced to. And I'm not buying the story. Not even, let me take that back. It's not that I'm buying the story, is that I don't know what the story is. I'm not sure what they're trying to tell or where they're going. We'll have to wait and find out. Let's see where it goes. Thank you for coming to this screening of Real Swell. As you head out, I've got 3 things to ask of you. 1, pick up your trash. These ushers don't get paid enough. Number 2, make sure that you are following so you don't miss the next screening. And number 3, hit that heart for me. I'll see you next time. Make sure you got your ticket.